Now in this section we will see the data attributes. So when it comes to data attributes, there are basically two categories of data attributes: quantitative and qualitative. So quantitative data is exactly as its name implies, quantity, that is numerical values, and that are generally placed on ascending or descending scales. Like if I am saying that I am drinking 2 bottles of water today, then that is a numerical quantitative data. And another one is the qualitative data. It can be described through the language. So qualitative data, we can say that refers to the values that cannot be measured numerically, but they can be described through the language. Means, for example, we can say that I came in 3rd place at the swimming meet. Since I am always on the run, I prefer a laptop over a desktop. So that not exactly stating the numerical value, but through language we are able to state ourselves. So we will see them in the detail. Now when we are talking about the quantitative data, we have to consider the shapes like ratio, the ratio of age, cost. Then we have to consider the arithmetic operations, the intervals of temperature and timing, data with a set value that you cannot perform all the arithmetic operations. So for example, you cannot calculate the sum of temperature during a week, but you can calculate the average temperature per day, and for each day we can calculate the high temperature and low temperature. Now when we are talking about the quantitative data, we have to think about it through the visualization mode. So in the associated graphs and set of data, we try to communicate the message through time series. So the single variable is captured over a period of time in time series. Then comes ranking. So categorical subdivisions are ranked in ascending and descending order, such as we used to give the ratings for a particular product on the shopping site. Generally for that a bar chart is used for the comparison purpose. Then comes the path to whole. So the categorical subdivisions are measured as ratio to the whole, means percentage out of 100%. And when we are talking about it, the pie chart or bar chart can show the comparison of ratios. Generally in share market this is used. Then comes that is the deviation. So the categorical subdivisions are compared against a reference, such as comparison of actual versus budget expenses for the several departments. Then the frequency distribution. As its name implies, the number of observations are shown on a particular variable through the particular interval. Then the correlation, in that the comparison between the observations are represented by two variables like x-axis and y-axis. Then the nominal comparison. So comparing the subdivisions in no particular order, such as sales of volume by the product code. For that the bar chart can be used again. Then the geographic or geospatial. So comparison of variables across the map or layout, then that comes under the geographical or geospatial. So all that comes under quantitative. Now when we are talking about the qualitative data, in that, as we said that is not giving direct numerical. So data with language we are saying, so ordinal data like size is small, medium or large, or I am standing at the first position or the second position. So this is qualitative data, means data with fixed ranking with indeterminate distance between the values. So this is qualitative data. On that, based on the classifications, aggregation and visualization methods needs the data for adjusting purpose. So by using qualitative and quantitative data attributes, the data visualization is done. Now we know that data visualization is very interesting and that helps us to understand the complex thing. So what is importance of data visualization, that we will see in our next section. Thank you.